Woo! Another slaying week of farming in the first Descendant, a series in Slayerville where we go over the best reactor farms each week, give me the best mission for effectiveness, as well as the best in slot stat rolls. Find anything helpful, don't forget to spank that like button and ring the bell as we make one of these every week. Lots of goods to cover this week. We do our best to cover the top farms in terms of speed and rolls. If you have an alternative farm for the week, let us know down below. External components for the week include auxiliary power and Hagios forward base region. Now we actually have a couple missions here we can use. We have a Valby outpost we can take advantage of here, but I recommend doing the broadband fleet beacon mission as you will also be farming those anode ion particles. Cargo management zone is good too as you can quickly wipe out the enemies to the first objective and then abort and repeat. Here we'd like to have HP support, as well as MP recovery out of combat and max HP, with that additional roll of that Kuiper shard and module drop rate on those yellow lines for farming. Over in Echo Swamp, the Misty Woods, we have memory dropping here. The best mission will be the Hazy Swamp. Rolls we want will be HP support, MP recovery modifier, and max HP for general use. Now regarding farming, go gold drop rate increase and firearm proficiency gain. Now regarding Viessa, general round tech frozen reactor dropping this week. You can go with something like Thunder Cage, the Python, or Enduring Legacy mounting, all up to you. Takes us over to the Echo Swamp, the Muskeg Swamp. Tree of Truth mission will be your best one. You guys know this mission, simple layout, not the best, but it's here this week. Ideally on Reactor we go skill crit damage and damage to Colossus. Skill cooldown works as well with damage to Colossus. And that's a little bonus in Kingston, the Grand Square, Kingston Surveillance Radar mission, special rounds, frozen tech reactors dropping. This mission is extremely fast compared to Tree of Truth. You can go for a Clairvoyance mounting or Secret Garden. Hailey Reactor Week, yet again. Frozen Singular Power Reactor over in the Sterile Land, Iron Works region. The Weapon Processing Facility will be your best mission. Simple layout, and if you still don't have weak point expansion for power weapons, you can get it at a 5% chance, so win-win. Piercing light mounting will be your best in slot, as well as skill crit damage and damage to Colossus. Now we're getting non-attribute general round singular reactor over in the Agna Desert, the Remnant region, abandoned reconstruction site will be your best mission. Now you have to defuse some bombs, not the best mission, but a decent clear with enough mobs for reactor drops. Now here we can actually get Gley, a good reactor for Gley, Python mounting or Enduring Legacy, skill cooldown, damage to Colossus. In this particular mission, guys, we're actually going to go over a few more characters as you can kind of get something decent for them as well. So next we have Jayber. You can go Thunder Cage, you get skill cooldown and skill duration. Next we have Valby, Thunder Cage, skill cooldown, skill crit damage, maybe skill cost or skill cooldown or even duration, really depends on your particular build. Now regarding Yujin, you can actually get Divine Punishment mounting. Now I would say skill cooldown and skill duration for the stats in the reactor, but Yujin mains, let me know what you're running on your reactors. Regarding Enzo, we can go with something like an Enduring Legacy mounting, skill duration, skill cooldown. Now regarding Luna, I would say something like a Thunder Cage with skill duration and skill cooldown. Now regarding non-attribute general rounds tech reactor, we can head on over to White Knight Gulch Hatchery. Upper Hatchery will be your best mission. You can either full clear it for the most mobs or keep restarting the first section. Here we can actually get a decent Ajax reactor. Something like skill cooldown and duration should work, as well as for Kyle, we could do something like skill cooldown and crit damage, or even crit damage and Colossus damage. Now really depending on your style, if you prefer the general rounds or special rounds, we also have a nice tech reactor for them on special rounds, so we can go for a Secret Garden. Now this will take you over to Brave Basin Water Cooling Recording Device mission. Now simple layout here, you would start this objective. If you're running Bunny, kind of tack that range down a bit, but typically enemies will stand on the objective and contest it, and essentially allow you to just keep farming it until that timer runs out. For Freyna, we have a special rounds tech reactor dropping from the Vespers Timberfall Power Facility. Now fairly quick clear out the mobs, defuse the bombs. Ancient Giant Tree mission is decent as well for reactor drops, really up to you. Here we want a Secret Garden mounting for mobbing. You can get cooldown reduction, toxic or tech boost. Now regarding Blair, Lepic, and Esiemo, We're over in Hagios now, Starfall Road. We have the tethered energy position. So full clear took about 4 minutes for me. You can definitely do it in less. Most effective will be doing the mission to the first objective, aborting, and restarting as the mission is right there. Now for Blair's reactor, I would say cooldown and duration for mobbing, and skill crit damage to Colossus if you want a boss. Regarding Lepic, skill crit damage to Colossus. Regarding Esiemo, I would say skill cooldown and duration, especially for the 4. Now regarding Bunny, we're over in the Sterile Land restricted zone. The barracks will be your best mission, quick clear, and it kind of ends where it starts. Now it is on impact round, so we would go for Nazastra's Devotion. Now movement speed is at 525, so less than Thunder Cage, which has 600, but nonetheless you can still farm an electric singular reactor this week. Reactor, we go with skill crit damage, as well as an electric or singular boost. All up to you, really based on what mods you got slotted and what build you're going for. Lastly, to close us out, over in the Fortress, we can farm an electric reactor on Dimension general rounds for Sharen. Takes us over to the Frozen Valley. Our best mission will be the Command Relay as well, because we're getting one of the materials for your energy activator. Now on Sharen, I would say typically skill cooldown and duration, but once again, leave it up to you, depends on the build you're going for. Amazing slaying farms this week. If you made it to the end, subscribe to the YouTube and follow us on TikTok for more weekly farm videos. And remember to slay and conquer.